showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions. Right, phased by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Curry trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Screen by Bogut. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Thompson is double. Bogut the pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The quick look, no good that time. The Warriors trail. Carter outside. Plays it in without an inch of room around him. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Carter, and Lillard subbed in for Curry. Portland also making some changes. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogut. Reece Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Klay Thompson. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Here's Green. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Green's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Looney. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. That is good. Green's got 6 points in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Kobe dishes to Barnes. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Barnes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Right side Davis. And he makes good on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Yeah, a season sweep form last year in this matchup. They were consistent as far as ensuring they beat the teams they were supposed to.
And, you know, that's really the difference between the middle-of-the-road teams and the true elites. It's a relatively fine line. It's not just playing at your best, but bringing that consistency night in and night out.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. It's going to send Ed Davis to the line. They get Andre Iguodala, and that one falls for Davis. Lillard outside. No good on that last second attempt there. The clock
Guys, I'm here with...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was a shaky first quarter for Portland. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. In the second quarter, it was a whole new ballgame. Instead of getting pushed around, they were the team dictating the style and the pace and are now 6 points in front. What do you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, they're generating points in the paint, which I like to see. Too often teams fall in love with the three, and the defenses can key on that.
Warriors were playing.
Where was the sense of urgency? We all know they're capable of playing better, and no one wants to give up a ridiculous high shooting percentage. They need a little attitude adjustment in the second half, or this game will get away from them.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back. Everybody, the start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
And what a game for McCollum. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Draymond Green. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Bogut. And it's Roberts in at the one spot. Brian Roberts went undrafted in 2008. Initially couldn't latch on with an NBA team. So Clark, he played overseas for a couple seasons.
But he kept going to NBA summer camps, Kevin. Finally found the spot with the Pelicans. Now he's in his fourth NBA season. A dream come true.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Thompson outside. Inside. And stolen by Kaman. gets in there. Carter with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Kobe Bryant.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And that one's good.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
And it's Carter missing. Portland's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Bogut kicks to Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Now from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
The Warriors making a switch here. Jordan's checked in, and so Thompson nails both of them.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
Just over a minute and a half had passed here in the third quarter. Here's Jordan. And again, Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 12.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken. And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And they did just what they set out to do in that game. I mean, they were definitely the ones dictating pace, style, and tempo.
My guess, Greg, is it was an upbeat locker room after the game because I thought they really looked great.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Thompson passes to Roberts. Bogut with a screen on Kaman. Roberts dishes to Bogut, and stolen by Jordan. Goes up. Green with the block. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Warriors. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Brian Roberts. Portland leading by 7. McCollum kicks to Thompson. Pass to Plumlee. Lets it go from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Plumlee's got his second bucket.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Warriors have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Green, and Maurice Harkless subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Plumlee sets the pick for McCollum. Traps in the tray. McCollum's got 13 points.
And guys, McCollum, one of the top scorers in college basketball during his time at Lehigh. He's got a high skill level offensively.
The shot by Curry, no good. Trailblazers leading by 10. Here's Thompson. Cannot hit.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
McCollum, no good. And Clark, and McCollum has been an efficient three-point shooter in the pros.
Yep, I think he still needs to improve his overall field goal percentage, though, and that's a function of shot selection more than mechanics and shooting ability. Still working on that efficiency inside the arc, though.
Davis, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Davis has got 9.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend. You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Hey, guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
And Jordan gets it to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside. And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Well, McCollum has struggled with injury. He's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons, dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last.
How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Cam.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Curry.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Plumlee with the screen. McCollum with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Up again, and it's slammed in by Plumlee. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful.
Thompson, left side. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead. Here's Jordan. Carter inside the three-point line. No good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Trailblazer. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Warriors trail by 11. Bryant is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Carter. Then there's Iguodala. That's the Warriors' 5.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Green with a screen on Lillard. And Roberts kicks to Bogut. Uncovered. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Kobe doing a great job being a playmaker on that one.
Portland leading by 9. Roberts passes to Bogut. Here's Roberts. Takes the 13-footer. No good from Bogut.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
4-on-3 break. It's deflected. Iguodala with the steal. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
Roberts dishes to Thompson. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That'll be his second foul of the game. Michael Jordan is checked in for Carter. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Kobe. Kobe's got 4 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
From the inbound, and Green slams it in.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Up the floor, and then Lillard slams it in.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And Thompson kicks to Aminu. Bogut at the elbow. Here's Roberts, covered by Lillard. And the basket good. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Outside, Kobe. And a wide open look for Jordan. No good from outside.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Roberts passes to Bogut, and stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Warriors running again. And Damian Lillard with the change.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Roberts, the dish to Bogut, and that one. Good.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Kobe kicks to Lillard. Great D that time from Green.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
To the right side. Floats one up. No good. And Golden State will come the other way. Here's Lillard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 6 assists here tonight.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Thompson against Lillard. Bogut with a screen on Lillard. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. The long distance three is good. And now just a 2-point Portland lead.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're ahead by 2. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. .132 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Green, the screen. Green with the screen on Lillard. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Lillard misses.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's raining triples.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 1. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .58 seconds left in the game. Bryant against Thompson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep. Look at that. That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy. Fast as light.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. To stop the run. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there. Kobe has been sensational.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're losing by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's what you take.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard. When they needed a leader to get them back in the game in the final quarter, he was the one they were all following, and he knew exactly the route back and the road to victory. Kenny, your thoughts?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability. Just look at what he did tonight.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.